Hi, it's Gareth here. I'm here with the England Football Manager series, and as you can see, today we played Portugal in the European Championship final at the Stade de France. I was going on about Parc de France and Parc de France yesterday last episode, probably out yesterday. But yeah, no, it's the Stade de France, not the Parc de France. Anyway, without further ado, let's introduce the teams. Patricio in goal for Portugal, Bosingwa, Bruno Alves, Pepe and Coentrao on the back. Fernando in the defensive midfield role, while Moutinho and Morales take the two central midfield roles. Fernandez plays the attacking midfield role, and they've got all three of their main strikers out, so they've got Ronaldo and Danny playing up front. Danny can't actually play up front, as you can see, he's got a little yellow thing there. So that's, I guess, a bonus for us, but he's still going to be a dangerous player there. He's still got some good stats. Anyway, we've got Joe Hart in goal, Kyle Walker, Shawcross, Corker and Baines along the back. Jones and Wilshere in midfield, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Tomins on the wings. Rooney and Ashton playing there. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much our strongest team. It is our strongest team. Portugal have a pretty good team out today as well, so let's get into the game. He thinks it's going to come down to penalties, so basically thinks Portugal are going to win. Of course, England and Portugal have met many times before. Most notable, of course, 1996 semi-finals, where England won. Was it semi-finals or quarter-finals? I'm pretty sure it's semi-finals. 2 Bobby Charlton goals won it. And then you've got the Euro 2004, when England lost to Portugal. Pretty sure that was on penalties. And then you've got, of course, 2006 World Cup, where we definitely lost in penalties. I remember that match very well. Rooney got sent off. So yeah, and of course early in this competition, but they've gone 1-0 up. In fact, you know what I wanted to do? Put it on full match. Of course it was on key because I had to go in the last episode quite quickly, so I had to end the episode as quickly as possible. Fernandez has put, Bruno Alves has put Portugal 1-0 up. Really have to get back into this now. Go on, Oxlade. Tackle by Morales, and it came off Oxlade, I guess, so they get the throw in. Ronaldo, Fernandez, they seem up for this, Portugal. Last time I played them they really weren't. Oh my, corner, okay. Fernandez, Baines smashes it away out for another throw in. Not necessarily want more pressure on us, but it's better than going in, I guess. Oxlade-Chamberlain, what's he gonna do? Don't do that. It's never good when they hesitate on the ball. Yeah, we're not playing well today. You can see that straight off. Walker. I think I'm gonna be lucky to win this, to be honest. This is a much harder game than the Ireland and Croatia games that we've had. Definitely, you know, they're great teams in their own right, but a final's always going to be extra hard anyway, so yeah. Danny, Ronaldo, Moutinho, Bosingwa, come on, get the ball in. Won it back there and ran it straight out of play, well done. Bosingwa, Ronaldo, want to get this away. Moutinho shoots wide. They're definitely on top. But they're only 1-0 up, so there's definitely enough time for us to come back into it. Baines, Ashton, oh, he's on such good form. I thought I was going to go in, but fortunately it just didn't. And Shawcross heads over, as he always does seem to. All his headers, they're pretty easy, but they always seems to head over for some reason. Go on, Walker. Oxlade-Chamberlain just isn't making any runs. He's not doing anything. Look at him. He needs to get into a better position if he's going to get a crossing for Ashton or Rooney. Jones, Ashton's header is way over, but he's offside anyway. Sorry, I don't know why. I'm got a bit of a blocked throat, I guess. I don't know. Patricio, Jones, Ronaldo's got it now. Morales. I think Portugal's team is Wilshere. Gets away with the warning. He has got a yellow card, so another booking will put him out for the next competitive game. the thing with Portugal is their team's pretty old, but they're still brilliant. You know, they've still got some amazing players, and like, even Ronaldo's 31, but he's just still amazing. Like, we still haven't got anyone anywhere near his quality in our squad. Well, maybe Rooney, and if you're talking about quality in any position, I'd say Jones maybe as well. I think we've got the better team, to be honest, but we're just not playing well today. You saw in the game against Portugal earlier in the competition that we completely dominated them, but only got a 1-0 win. I think Portugal are just one of those teams that are able to, you know, just about pull it off. They only got through on goal difference from their group with 2 on goal difference with only 2 points from 2 draws, and that was enough. So that pretty much summed up how close the group was, apart from us, because we won all our games, which was brilliant. Of course, we didn't even need to. We could have lost to Turkey, but we absolutely destroyed them with our second team, which really did surprise me, actually. Didn't think I'd do that well against Turkey, with my second team out anyway. Oxlade-Chamberlain, go on, mate. Now he's making a run. It's got us absolutely nothing apart from a free kick, which probably won't really amount to anything. If we can get a corner off this, then I think we might score, but I never seem to score from free kicks. Rooney's header goes wide. Patricio with the goal kick, kicks it down. Now Oxlade-Chamberlain again. He's cutting inside there, that's what I don't want. He's making runs now, but they're not into the right areas. Walker, was that even a cross, or was that just knocking the ball straight into Cohen-Trowell? That was terrible, is what it was. Good, won it back well. Oxlade-Chamberlain should have been running earlier, to be honest, there. Yeah, on that right side we're really struggling. Look at that, just a really poor pass. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Walker just having terrible games today. We can't put it in the back of the net. Ashton's had a couple of chances. I can't remember anything else from anyone. Rooney had that header wide from the free kick. Oxlade-Chamberlain now, oh my god, he could have had a long shot there, the keeper off his line, and he's just put it out. He's having a terrible, terrible game. He really is having a terrible game. Everything he's trying is not coming off. Good tackle there from Jones, but again, it's just gone out for them to get the ball back again. They're going to come back at us again. Cohen-Trowell. Oxlade-Chamberlain's poor pass there opened us up. Poor tackle and his poor pass to put it out for the throw-in originally. That's a poor pass from Ince. Maybe the wingers aren't doing too well today. Maybe it's the pressure or something, I don't know. But normally they've been very good this tournament, and well, to be honest, they've been the 2 players who have really been poor. Along with Kyle Walker. Baines hasn't been too bad, he hasn't really had to do much, to be fair. Oxlade-Chamberlain's never getting there. Is that Ince who I left up? He probably could have, but I think Oxlade-Chamberlain's run put him off. He thought Oxlade-Chamberlain was going to end. He could have got to it Ince, but decided to leave Ox to it. Oh well, it doesn't matter anymore. Basingler's fouled, what's his face? Ince now. The thing is, now that Ince, Basingler has actually picked up a knock. Again, Oxlade-Chamberlain he can't get anything going. Now that what's his face has picked up a knock, you'd think that Ince could just run rings around him offside there, I think, or maybe a foul. I'm not 100%. Fernando fouled Rooney. Rooney takes a free kick to Baines, Corker, Jones, Walker now. Oxlade-Chamberlain, can he finally do it? He got past him but lost it straight away. He's just having one of those games, I think. Oxlade-Chamberlain might have to get him off at half time. Cohen-Trowell doesn't track his man. That's Oxlade-Chamberlain didn't track Cohen-Trowell, not Cohen-Trowell didn't track his man. I don't know what he's doing today, Ox. He's been really good all tournament, and it's just terrible today, unfortunately. Ashton wins the ball there. Well, he doesn't really win it because there's no one to win it from, but he's got the ball there. Ince, Baines, Wilshere, pass stopped, but we got it back now in the throw-in. I like Rooney in the central attacking midfield role because he can just drop off, do that little pass or something, and he's still scoring goals from that role as well. So I really like it, to be honest. Singwa tries to whip it in, Baines gets it away. Ashton, it's just not going well, is it? It's not going right. Go on, Baines, pass it. Yes, Ince, come on. And then it's just a poor pass. Pepe's pace is about 7 and his acceleration's 4, so we really should be exploiting that, but we're not able to at the moment. We're just not doing anything. I mean, this is going to be a very long episode, by the way, because I'm doing a full match, but I thought because it is the final of the Euros, and someone did suggest for me to do it for the Champions League final, but I didn't because I didn't remember or something, or I didn't get the comment until after I actually recorded it, which is unfortunate. So I thought I'd do it for this one, and see if it's actually worth doing it or whether it's just, you know, a bit of a waste of time. Rooney, Walker, Jones plays out to Baines. Can he do? Ince now. Come on, skin him. Bruno Alves and Pepe have been rocks today. Absolute rocks. I mean, it's all fair enough to say Ince and Oxlade-Chamberlain haven't been able to get past, haven't been doing well to get, you know, their crosses in, but at the same time, you know, that was a good run. Just a bit too much on the pass. It's fair enough to say that the wingers haven't been doing well, but you know, the defence have been doing extremely well for Portugal. You gotta give it to them. And there's one mistake, and we couldn't capitalise on it. I think it was Bruno Alves who just got some crucial touch on the ball that just put it back to Patricio without it being a back pass, and he's able to pick it up. Baines covering there. Baines has been good today. I do like how he's done today. Hart, Shawcross, back to Hart. I think even if we go in at half time still 1-0 down, I think we can still do it. Obviously I prefer to pull level or maybe even go ahead before second half starts, but you know, you can't ask for everything. I think we should have scored by now, really, based on how much possession, how dominant we've been in the game, really, but we just can't get past. And defence, that was a good run, but he shouldn't have shot. Did well to cut in, but should have looked for the pass there. Pepe is way out of position. Yeah, if Oxlade-Chamberlain could have won that ball and played it, we could have been in. Cohen-Trowell. Thing is, we don't deserve to be 1-0 down here. Or should I say, Portugal don't deserve to be 1-0 up. I don't know, they just haven't played well enough to really merit them being 1-0 up, I think. I'm not saying that we should be winning. I just think it'd be better as a level game right now. I think that's what would be fairer, but their defence has just been great. And the rest of their team, the midfield, have let us through to their defence quite a bit. In all fairness, Fernando's been good. He's always been there with Rooney, whether he's had to foul him or just try and tackle him, I don't know, but he's been pretty good today. Oxlade-Chamberlain is getting better. You know, he's starting to actually take on the man instead of just losing it straight away. Jones has been really good. He's just making those tackles, but we just can't slip it through. Jones has just gone down. I don't know how bad that is. They've given us back the ball, which is nice of them, considering they did. Considering our player was injured. Oh, come on. We haven't got Jones on the pitch now, so Wilshire's going to have to work extra hard until Jones is back. We'll have to take a look at half time and see if Jones is available to continue. You can clearly see a hole there where Jones isn't. Jones can come back on now, can he, ref? No, not yet, apparently. Go on. Oh, there he is. Oh. I don't know why we couldn't play on there. Jones could have got the ball, and we could, unless he was offside, maybe. But Jones could have got the ball, and he could have passed it up to, I think it was Ince up top, and we could have gone on the break. Oh well. Go on, Ince. Go on, Baines. Can always rely on Baines to do something good, but I just seem to be able to rely on him. Corker, oh yes, we've injured another one. So Morales has had to go off, which is a good and bad thing. The good thing is, you know, he's starting 11 player, but the bad thing is he's a slightly old player who probably will be able to take advantage of later on in the game if they don't bring him off. They've brought on Miguel Veloso, who's, I believe, is about 30 now, so he's not too old. You know, just past the prime of his career, you'd have to imagine, and he's still a very good player. So yeah, Portugal, of course, been here before. 2004 Euro final. Am I right in thinking that was a 2-1 win to Greece? Portugal took the lead, and then Greece came back and hit back twice. I can't remember. I remember I watched that match, but I was very, very small. I can't quite remember it. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of matches actually. Brazil, England, 2002 World Cup. There's another England game at the 2002 World Cup. I just can't remember which one it was. I really can't remember. I watched the Argentina game as well. 2002 World Cup with Beckham's penalty. That's when I first started my love for David Beckham. He's been pretty much my favourite player ever since. He's always been, just that kind of player I've really liked. It was back in those days, 2002 through to about 2005. No, 2000 and... Hang on a minute, this can't be right. I don't know. Anyway, for a long time I just supported England. I didn't support a club team. And then I started supporting Arsenal because my friend did. And I can't remember when that was, but I remember I watched some of the Invincible season, which was 2003-04. Because he obviously watched it. So I can't remember. So I used to go around to his house a bit and watch that, but I just can't remember when, whether it was second half of the season or first half. Because I swear, up until the Euros, I just didn't really support anyone. But I must have done, because I supported Arsenal in the Invincible season. That's just because I watched them. Obviously, my friend supported them. I watched them. I just started watching them a bit, and I just thought, you know what, I'll just start supporting this team. We're into the second half now. I've just been blabbering on. I've completely forgotten. I want to check how. Yeah, Jones is a bit tired. I'm going to leave him on for a bit and see how he does, but we really have to get back into this. But no, I'll talk you through exactly what team, how I supported. Basically, I think my first ever match I watched was probably at the World Cup. I think it was Argentina 1-0 with Beckham's penalty in 2002. That's the first match I can remember watching. I remember, I know that I watched the Greece game as well, but I can't remember it at all, because that was like pretty much a whole year before, wasn't it? So I was 5 at the time of the Greece game. Well, about 5 anyway. Yeah, I think I was just over 5 actually. So obviously, memory was there, but honestly I can't remember it. Then come the Brazil 2002 World Cup in South Korea. I remember that. I remember watching actually South Korea versus Italy as well, and South Korea won. Was it golden goal they had back then, or was it extra time? I'm pretty sure it was golden goal. An Jung-hwan scored the winner, and I remember he was one of my favourite players for a long time. This has been a very long episode. I don't think I'll ever do this again, putting it on full match. Free kick, we've got a free kick in a good area. Can this go in? Ashton? Yes! Oh, what a goal! What a goal, you absolute legend. Free kicks never go in, but Ashton, if there's any time I needed you to score one, it's now. Look at that, a beautiful free kick right into the top corner. Ronaldo would be proud of that. So happy about that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we never lost to Portugal, apart from on penalties, which is pretty scary. I'm not 100% sure if that's a fact, but I'm pretty sure it is. I remember Beckham's skied penalty, just horrible. And that's why I think that match ended on penalties, but I'm not 100% sure whether that 2004 game did end on penalties, or whether that was just a penalty that we got in the game. Rooney been ticked off, that's a warning, so Rooney will have to keep his wits about him, because this is Portugal, you know what Ronaldo's like. No, but I can't remember, because I remember I did watch it, but it's one of those games that just kind of faded from my memory. That was right after the Invincible season as well, so strange, because the season I can really remember really well, apart from obviously from like when I was small, not from like last season or season before. But I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Mourinho's 2006 season, was that the one that he predicted, or was it the 2005 one? I can't remember, but I remember that season because of that quite well. Oh, Ashton just couldn't get there. All fairness, Oxlade-Chamberlain should have been there. No, but I don't know. What season can I remember really well? I don't know. I can remember like winners of the Premier League. Now I'm going to try and say them, but I'm not, because I don't want to get something wrong and embarrass myself. I remember I watched the FA Cup final, 2005, Arsenal's last trophy. Yeah. Oh, if you want to know why I stopped supporting Arsenal, it's just because I moved to Hereford and I kind of realised I don't really have a reason to support Arsenal. I still like them, obviously. I still, obviously, want them to win a lot of stuff, and but I don't really have any reason to support them. Whereas Hereford, they're my local team. That's why I support them. I started supporting Hereford in 2008. Yeah, late 2008. I was going to go to my first game against Cheltenham, one of our local rivals, but I thought the game was away. Then me and my dad ended up going into town. At about 3:30 we went in. I can't remember what we went in for, and we heard chanting coming from the stadium. We just thought, oh my god, we are such idiots. So we missed that, and we beat them 3-0. So my first game was, what was it, Northampton at home, and we lost 2-0. What's his face? Jackson scored a free kick. I can't remember his first name. Who was his first name? Something Jackson. I'm sure if anyone you support Gillingham or Northampton, you'll know who he is, because he's Danny Jackson. Really, really good left back at League 1/League 2 level. One of my favourite players on Football Manager for a long time, because I always used to buy him because I saw him score that free kick and I just thought, wow. I didn't think, that's why I really started supporting Hereford, because I thought, it's Hereford, they're like League 1, they can't be good. I saw this free kick and I thought, wow, if that's what you can get in this league, I'm going to just support them. Obviously, you didn't get that very often. You don't get it even very often in the Premier League, but I saw that and I just thought, wow. It wasn't even for our team as well, it was against us. We lost 2-0, but, oh well, you know what. And then games I remember from Hereford, definitely 2-0 against Leeds at home was definitely one of my favourite games. The best thing was, the funny thing, well, not the best thing, the funny thing was, I was going to watch it with like my best mate who actually supports Arsenal. He's the one who supports Arsenal, who had just moved over from Ireland to live in England, about an hour's drive away from me, about half an hour on the train or something like that, I think. So he'd come down for the Leeds match, and the morning of the match, we woke up, we just checked we saw it had just snowed, because it was kind of frosty snow, cold outside. So we thought, oh, let's just check the match, just see if it's on. It was cooled off, so we had to wait for ages, and he couldn't actually make it in the end. So my brother came instead. But no, we won 2-0. One of my favourite memories from that game was definitely we saved a penalty, then sprinted down the pitch and scored a goal straight afterwards, which was a great break. I remember just because we were going to go, was it 1 down or was it to draw 1-1 for Leeds? I can't remember. But we ended up going 2, I'm pretty sure we went 2 up. We also scored from a corner, which was good. I remember we played Oldham and beat them 5-0. One of my favourite players for Hereford, Steve Guinan, got a hat-trick that day. I remember we played, who was it? We played a match and we drew 1-1 and we scored an own goal. I remember my dad saying, at least we scored all the goals, which is a bit depressing. Dean Beckwith got the own goal. I just can't remember who it was against. I always think it's Oldham, but I know it's not. The ticket's up there actually. Oh no, it's not. I'll get it. Still got the ticket. I just can't remember who it was against. It's in my little box, so I'm not going to look through all of these. No, that was a pre-season friendly. Just looking through my tickets. Not Notts County. It definitely wasn't Gillingham, or Gillingham again. It wasn't Southend. Might have been Crewe. No, it wasn't Crewe. Birmingham, no. Charlton, no. Although Charlton was a good game as well. It was a Capital One Cup. Sky came down. I'm not sure if they're covering it or they just have one of those people that they have on Sky Sports who just comes down and gives updates. but they had him in the corner, and we were just taking the piss out of him forever, because I don't know. But we won 1-0 with a 105th minute extra time winner from Danny Godsmark, I think was his name. Port Vale, might have been Port Vale. No, it wasn't Port Vale. Colchester, I'm pretty sure it was Colchester. We drew 1-1 with, and we got the own goal. Yeah, other memories from Hereford. We had a game against Leicester. We were pretty much already relegated at the time, but if Leicester won the game, I'm pretty sure they either got promoted or they had won the League One. So yeah, they brought about 3,000 fans down, which was actually more than we had in the ground at the time. Just because I think we had about 3,000 as well, because the attendance was about the attendance was about 6,000, which is one of the highest that I've ever been to be honest, at Hereford, that is. But no, we lost 3-1. But I remember Guinan, the guy who scored a hat-trick against Oldham, he did a bicycle kick and it hit the crossbar and just went over. I mean, it would have been such a good goal. We scored first and we looked like we're going to win for a long time. I'm going to get Jones off now though. I have been paying attention to the game, by the way. It's just a bit boring to commentate on a full game. I will never do this again. I'm pretty confident of that. Because it's just so long. I never knew that like full matches would be so long. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to make any other changes just yet. Oxlade's been good enough to stay on for a while longer, because Walcott isn't going to do any better, and whoever else is Bennett, just no. What other memories do I have? The games against Shrewsbury were always very good. I think my first ever Shrewsbury game was at home, and we won 2-1. A guy called, what was his name? It was Muck something. He was Canadian. He was a winger, and I remember one of his interviews was, I think we should have had the pen, or the free kick as you call it over here. And I just thought, are you really that thick, mate? No, what's his name though? McCullough? I can't remember his name. He scored 2 goals. He was really good, but we released him for some reason. I don't know why. He's easily good enough to play for us, but for some reason we released him. I don't know whether he wanted to go. It was never really clear. We also had a player called Mark Pugh, who we got from Shrewsbury. He was very good, and he now plays for either Bournemouth or in the Championship somewhere. I can't remember exactly where he is, but he's gone further in his career, and he's a very, very good player. I thought he could have played Premier League personally. He was very, very good. You could see he was much better than the rest of the players. If he wasn't in such a shit team, he could have shown, Premier League qualities, and he wasn't particularly old at the time. I thought he was really, really good. It wasn't just me being biased. I genuinely thought he was amazing. But no, I don't know. Maybe he's I don't know. Maybe he just had a few games and I just overrated him a bit. I don't know. Surely I must have done. He would be playing higher than. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Shrewsbury games. Yes, we FA Cup this season. Last season. They got promoted to League One, and we got relegated to the Conference. So when we got them in the FA Cup, they were 2 leagues above us. And we managed to beat them 3-1, which was fantastic. I can't even remember who scored, but I remember just going absolutely mental. Yeah. What's his face scored? He's gone to York. God, I'm terrible with names. What is his name? I can't remember. Anyway, this looks like it's going to be a very long episode. Ashton, well, it already is a very long episode. It's about half an hour. Yeah. I'm wondering whether I can just put it on extended, for the rest of the game, because I don't really see the whole point in having done all this commentary, really, to be honest. So I don't know what comprehensive is. What does that show? But yeah, I'm gonna put it on extended now. So yeah. Another Shrewsbury game I remember very well was away from home. We sold out all the tickets they allocated us. Then when we got there, the away stand was half empty, and we found out later that they just not allocated us many tickets. I don't know whether that was an attempt to not give us any, to annoy us. Oh, who's been injured? No one? Oh, Rodwell, okay. Well, let's get Milner on then. I think it's about time we also got what's his face off. Who do you want to get on? Yeah, in fact, I think I'm gonna get Johnson on and put him. Let's see. His favourite position is left wing, but he can play on the right. Inside forward, yeah, I thought so. So let's get him as inside forward and hope that works. It's just something different to switch it up a bit. I think Walcott would be too predictable. I think we need someone who's going to cut inside because, to be honest, I don't see Cohen try letting us down the wing, to be honest. But no, we went away to Shrewsbury. They didn't allocate us all the tickets. We ended up losing 4-0, but it was all kicking off, so I remember it quite well because it was all. I don't know, there wasn't any real violence. There was just fans getting a bit angry, to be honest, and Shrewsbury fans getting a bit scared. Hereford fans were on the pitch. But no, there wasn't really a lot. Go on, Johnson. Oh, if he came on and scored, he would have been like, why wasn't I playing the whole tournament, you prick? Ashton whips it in. Off the crossbar corker. Imagine if he had won us the Euro final. No, but we lost 4-0. But I remember it very well. I had a little fun even though we lost 4-0. You know, it was very entertaining to see fans smash up advertising boards and seats and and yeah, just it was pretty funny to watch, to be honest. I didn't get involved, but it was extremely entertaining. It never really looked like it was going to get too violent. I remember my friend's dad, because I went up with two of my friends and one of my friend's dad. He said, "Don't go causing anything now." After when we were going out, and we were like, "No, we're not idiots." But it was very, very entertaining. Patricia is wasting time for some reason. As he look at he's looking for penalties because he knows he can beat England on penalties. Well, this is Football Manager. I've won a couple of. Yes. No. No, I thought it might have. He just fouled Patricia. Well, this is going into extra time, so the episode's going to be even longer. I said do it for the fans, kind of, you know, special day. So yeah. But no, I remember that Shrewsbury game away. I remember just driving up there, just talking about, you know, how we're going to stuff them. We got stuffed 4-0. Going back, talking about like how just fun it was. It was just very fun to. I don't know. It was just such a good atmosphere. Lots and lots of chanting. Obviously, if you look up Hereford versus Shrewsbury riots, one of my friends who was there actually put up a video on YouTube. It's got quite a few views actually. He put up a video. I don't know what you have to do. Probably put in Hereford Shrewsbury rioting. It's not really rioting, but we like to pretend that our rivalry actually is big. The reason the rivalry was or is so big is because our former manager, Shrewsbury's current manager, Graham Turner, originally he was a Shrewsbury player. He managed Shrewsbury. Then he came to Hereford and managed us and was our chairman for 15 years. He was our chairman for, well, he was involved in the club for about 16, 17, 18 years, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, no, and he done so much for the club, you know, put his own money into the club, done so much for us. So Wilshire's getting sent off. Okay, well that's not a good thing. I guess I'm moving Rooney back then into midfield. But yeah, no, he'd done so much for the club. Then he said he was going to retire. So we're like, okay, you know, fair enough. He's pretty old now. He wants to retire. He was at the time he was the longest serving manager in England, apart from Alex Ferguson, longer than Arsene Wenger. So he said, you know what, I'm going to retire now. So like, fair enough, you know, goodbye. He didn't come out and give us a speech or anything, which we thought was a bit odd. Like, obviously you saw Ferguson, and when managers leave, they normally do something if they're leaving on good terms. But he didn't come out and do any of that. No, he didn't do any press conference, or, you know, not really press conference, but he didn't do any like fan forum like our new manager does quite a lot actually. He didn't do anything for the fans. He just kind of pissed off, and then a week later it was announced that he was joining Shrewsbury to be their new manager. So it was a bit of a kick in the face, and then he went and nicked £100,000 from the club. Didn't get punished for it because technically it was his money, but he did nick it out of the club. Well, he didn't nick it, he just took it out of the club, which was pretty disrespectful, I thought, which eventually put us into financial meltdown. So far we've luckily been able to stave away from, you know, actually going bust, but we are pretty much bust. We haven't been able to pay the players or staff's wages for a while. Our club photographer hasn't been paid all season, so some crazy stuff, and it's all because of this wanker just took 100k from the club just to put it back in his own pocket, which he didn't necessarily need to do. What else did he do? Oh yeah, then he went and nicked. We were trying to sign a player called Lionel Ainsworth, who was easily our best player for the season when we were in League One. Even though we got relegated, he was our best player. And the reason we got relegated was because he left halfway through the season because he was on loan and Watford wanted him back. So that's the reason we got relegated. I guarantee you, if we had him, we would never have been relegated because we just couldn't put the crosses in. We were getting the balls out to the wing, and when we did put the crosses in, most of the time Guinan would head him home or stick him home. But it's just because we didn't have that winger who was good enough anymore. So yeah, so we were going to buy him. You know, we're pretty sure of that. But Shrewsbury, being more financially capable of signing players, and you know, just a bigger club in general, to be fair, they came swooping in as soon as we, you know, announced that it was pretty much a done deal. And he ended up joining them, which you can't blame him for. It's a bit annoying, but you know, you can't blame him for. He is just trying to make a living, isn't he? And he's also playing for a better club, so fair enough to him. He's a bit of a prick because he came and celebrated right over by us in the next game, but you know, whatever. Danny, oh my god, they've hit the post. Oh, thank God. But no. So and then they bought Rob Purdy, who was our player of the season. Oh my god, Shawcross has done it. I cannot believe this, actually. Oh my god, I thought we were going to penalties and I thought we were going to lose. I should be so much more excited, but I'm just in shock that Shawcross, the man who's been missing headers from corners all fucking tournament, and he's done it. Lee Ashton has got to get man of the match because he's set up a goal and scored a goal. So I imagine he will. I think it's about time for my man of the match. I am going to give it to Lee Ashton. He's also going to get player of the tournament, no doubt. Because he's been so good, you know. Top scorer, most assists as well, so amazing for him. Go on. Oh, if we got another one there, that would have just stuck it in their face. Oh. But no, yeah, so that's why the Shrewsbury-Hereford rivalry is so big at the moment. I still think most fans haven't really forgiven Turner. I don't really care, you know. Shrewsbury in League One now, fair enough to them, whatever. I just want Hereford to get promoted, to be honest. I'm not too bothered about where our rivals are. Obviously, I'd love to be higher than Shrewsbury, doing better than them, but the reality is we kind of got screwed over. I do wonder if we hadn't had that 100k nicked, would we still be in League 2? Would we maybe be pushing for promotion? You just wonder. It's a lot of money at that level, so you just wonder what could have happened, you know. Okay, it's fair enough to say we may still have got relegated, you know, we're still going to be a selling club, that kind of club that just sells on players to bigger clubs, because we financially can't tell players to stay, you know, so it's unfortunate, but realistically historically we're a bigger club than Shrewsbury, a big club than Cheltenham. We've won the European Championship with England, fantastic. There we go, final whistle, 2-1 against Portugal. Oh, so happy, but you know, this is going to take forever to upload, almost 40 fucking minutes. So I'm going to end it as soon as possible. Do I know? Freedom of the country. I've won an international tournament. Great, this is fantastic. Wilshire ban. I don't care. Why try and ruin it? Where are the England European Championship heroes? Well, they're still with England. Oh, fantastic. Delighted. Yeah, Carrick's actually in a squad that's actually won an international tournament. You would never have thought that, would you? Well, he had to come in, unfortunately. MFA, yeah, well, they're going to keep me on, aren't they? But, yeah, I guess I'll see you next time when I'll probably be at a club. Or I'll be depressed because it's been a season and I still haven't found a club who want me. Or I want them. So, thank you for watching. Still happy we've actually managed to win. Actually, I'm going to show you the tournament awards when they come around, so I'll see you in a minute. So I'm back here with the awards for the European Championships. Ashton won Best Player. He got 8 goals in 6 games with an average rating of 8.63. This guy is going to be an absolute boss when he's on. He already is, mate. He already is an absolute amazing player. Chris Smalling came second. I don't really know why, because he didn't really play that much. Phil Jones came third. Completely agree with Jones again. Probably our best player all round, to be honest, apart from obviously scoring goals. although Ashton got most assists and most goals. He got the golden boot. Nicholas Bentner came second, so fair enough to Bentner for that. And Benteke came third, because he played more matches, which is fair enough. It's dream team, 10 players. Can you believe it? Look at this dream team from us. Only Ericsson got in, so it's probably just because Wilshere picked up a yellow card, to be honest. The only reason he's not in. Ericsson, obviously a very good player, so fair enough, he managed to squeeze his way in. But the other 10 players, all my players, and surprisingly enough, Shawcross doesn't get in, even though he played the most games for me. They played in every game, Shawcross, I believe. 7 games, is that every game? Yeah, Smalling and Corker got ahead of him just because they scored more goals, I imagine, so the average ratings were higher. Baines and Walker are the fullbacks, obviously. Very happy with that. Rooney and Ashton up front. I believe Ashton and Rooney were both the 2 top scorers, or they're both very high up. Let's take a look. Oh, it doesn't show you. That's annoying. Oh, it's World Cup qualification. Of course it's not going to show you. But yeah, that's a dream team. I don't really care about that. Let's take a... We're in the European Championship. Here we go. This is what we want. 2016. No, we don't want that. We want... Here we go. No, Rooney was joint second, so fair enough. Ashton got most assists. Tom Ince was second. Tom Ince had a really good tournament as well. He's at Dortmund now, so fair play to him. He's, you know, bagged himself a big move. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's still at Chelsea. Yeah, he's had a very, very good tournament. First half of that European Championship final was terrible, but the rest of it was alright. Games won. We won every single game, which is absolutely fantastic. Only 3 players appeared in every single game. Yeah, I definitely didn't see this coming, but if you take a look at the teams we played, the group was winnable easily. It was a very tough group, but it was easily winnable. Then we played Ireland, Greece, Croatia and Portugal, so again, all winnable games. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you did enjoy it. It has been a very long episode, so I really would appreciate that like button being hit quite a bit. 42 minutes of Football Manager just to play 1 match, wow. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed me talking about football in general. I just talked about just for something to talk about, really. I didn't want to commentate the whole time, that'd be really boring. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, please leave a comment saying just leave a comment saying YOLO, just because that's all I can think about. Thank you and goodbye.